By clicking on this video, you have made one of the greatest decisions of your life. Because guys, we are watching history in the making with the Heroes of Bronze concept trailer. Now, this is a lot bigger than you guys might think, because this is an opportunity for us history buffs to actually bring to life history that we've wanted to come for so long. The last latest and greatest we've had is 300. It's time to get something more authentic, gentlemen. And we're going to be watching a trailer for Heroes of Bronze set in 490 BC, at the time of the Battle of Marathon and the Persian invasion of Greece, so the Greco-Persian Wars. Let's get going, let's watch this, and let's check out the trailer for Heroes of Bronze.
Gods. They really came. Good.
I do want to just point out how I love the stark contrast of like the leather cuirass and then the muscle cuirass. It just looks really great. The designs are just stunning. And this is something that can very easily get washed out in history and we can miss. Is over time, details get worn away in both artwork and in like helmets and weaponry that we have. So for example, I love the designs these guys have on their helmets, and some like the guy in the background has painting on his helmet, which we're actually going to see more of that sort of stuff soon. But I love that sort of detail because even nowadays, soldiers like looking like peacocks to some degree, and that is actually super important on the battlefield. Different times and periods, it had different effects, and you wanted to look more like a peacock in a way on the battlefield versus other times. I do love the attention to detail. I do love just the individual just beauty and awesome might of the armor. It looks incredible. Martin is just super talented.
Come, friend. We have work to do.
And there we go. That's it, Nigel.
So, this is Greece. What a shithole.
One thing I just want to point out is I do love how the masts are off on these boats, which is what they would have done in battle. Now, I can't take credit for that. One guy, his name is Adam, Leonidas Sparta is his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link down in the description to him. He actually mentioned that in his review of the trailer. So he's pretty insane, and he knows way more about ancient Greece than I do. But again, they would have taken the masts off when they actually went into combat like this. So just the attention to detail and the love for history that Martin has is so abundantly clear. This is just something I want to point out before we move on. Obviously, the guy front and center, or pretty much front and center here, you may notice he's wearing a lot more armor than almost everybody else. Well, this is because this is roughly the transition period in ancient Greece, where the guys on the right and kind of the left as well with the leather cuirasses, that's becoming more popular. Even the Corinthian helmet is starting to, so the Corinthian helmet is starting to become less and less popular. Now, here at this point in time, it would still be the most dominant helmet, but over time, that's going to start to phase out. But you can see that guy in the middle, he's got a ton of armor on. He's got thigh protection, he's got arm protection as well. And that's because they would have had that at the time. They would have worn that sort of armor. And now this is a transition period, so you're seeing a lot of guys are getting rid of that. They're not seeing it's not as necessary. But some still would have that armor, and that armor was, especially in the earlier periods, be super prominent, which again, the attention to detail, and that man just looks like a tank. He is not somebody I would want to fight on the battlefield, which again, that's exactly what Martin was going for, and he crushed it. absolutely stunning. I'll be honest, I cannot get over how great Heroes of Bronze looks. Now, if you want to watch the trailer uninterrupted by me, feel free. Link is in the description. But I'll be honest, I'm actually going to go to his Patreon page right after this, and I'm going to go and support his project. Because, guys, it is up to us history buffs, to bring projects like this to life. If it isn't for us, if it isn't for people like us to stand up and make sure these projects come to fruition, they're not going to happen. And so I'm going to go donate to the Kickstarter, sorry, not the Kickstarter, to the Patreon, and I hope you do as well, because guys, this is what's going to make history come to life. It's up to us. It is not up to the creators, because the creators can't do it without us. And we can blame Hollywood, we can blame different people all we want for this not coming to happen, but it is up to us ultimately to make this happen, to show people that we want this. And just imagine how awesome it would be if we have a full TV show of Heroes of Bronze, of the Persian Wars covered. Imagine all the other history that Martin could explore and cover, different age pieces of the medieval history, different pieces of like ancient history, like the Roman Empire, all these different periods that could be covered through this art style, through this amazing work that he's done. But again, it all starts with us. The buck stops with us, and I'm determined to go make sure that this happens. So I'm going to go donate to the Patreon, and I hope you do as well. Link in the description. Guys, let's make this happen.